Was there a moment that you had to challenge yourself or prove or, struck with fear, I can't do this, I will do? How was there any story that stays with you?
So it's on a daily basis, but
Yeah.
I would say that, you know,
What is the turning point of your life?
the turning point of my life in general
Hmm.
was definitely when I met with my guru Sri Ravi Shankar, right?
Okay. Hmm.
But the entire thought process, to answer your earlier question, it's on a daily basis, right? You're every day asking yourself, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Am I going to the wrong path? It's a question you're asking yourself on moment basis, that or my one decision being the head of my company is going to impact thousands of people.
Yes.
It's going to impact millions of customers. It's going to impact resources that we have managed to accumulate, which we are now reinvesting in businesses which might have impact in other businesses. So it's an ongoing process, and it's good to have that thought process. Otherwise, the minute you get too complacent and too laid back,
Yes.
then
You
you
stop
start
trying.
making some decisions,
What is the
wrong decisions.
hardest part of being Binod Chaudhary's son? Honestly, if you say.
The hardest part about being his son is that my father has the ability of putting very high level benchmarking. He's genuinely. I've written a book for him called One in a Billion.
Yes.
I truly believe he is one in a billion. From where he's come, what he's achieved. So he has this knack of meeting someone immediately, and
Connecting. Connecting and assessing.
no, no. He has a knack of meeting someone immediately and assessing that if this person is going to be part of my company, his output will be 60%.
Wow.
But I will keep his benchmarking, my expectations from him at 80%. So your output is 50.
Yeah.
Now your expectations are from me is 80.
Yeah.
So you'll work so hard and reach from maybe 50 to 65. But
That's
I will
like
show my
putting the person under pressure.
yeah, but
Yeah.
if you want to achieve and reach those goals and that vision, in our group, it's like that loose nuts and bolts, that train puttry is already moving.
Ah,
So either we all need to tighten ourselves
tighten it
or we'll go
we'll
flying off
fly.
anyways. That's a non-negotiable for us.
So
We're
the
not going to compromise from our vision and our goals. So, like that, he sets certain goals for us. So we have to continuously live up to that.
never felt like disagreeing to his vision or his
Of
ideas.
course, we have disagreements all the time,
Yeah.
but we also have a rule that it's good to have disagreements,
Yes.
but uh, there's a very simple principle and policy that either you convince me or I convince you.
So, knowing your journey at 19, you start this when you started CG Finco. Did you feel like at that moment fearless to, yes, I'm ready to take on to it? I mean, I understand how your mindset has been. You've been open to doing things, coming around very positively supported by family, and there's a vision already there. So, as a 19-year-old, how does it work? Because today a 19-year-old works in a very different way.
Right, at that
So,
point,
how do you relate to that
so I
19-year-old?
actually came back to Kathmandu when I was 19.
Yeah.
After finishing my school, I was for a small stint in Singapore. And this was also the peak of the Maoist insurgency in
Yes.
Nepal, right? So I obviously did not have an office. I was, in our Tata Mobile trucks and vans, and just going to different parts of Nepal on our food company, on our electronics company, just getting my hands dirty and understanding the grassroots level.
Proper field work. Yeah.
Right. I was doing that, and I guess I was going on taking one element of a particular vertical that I was part of and trying to quickly grow. Saying, hey, in electronics, we've not done IT businesses. Can I just start IT? Okay, so you do that. And in particular food, we've not launched this. Can I start that? Done that. So doing it, and then you quickly start seeing that okay, it's making some headway, and you want to climb up the corporate ladder so fast. You go up to your father and say, "Hey, I've got these tons of ideas." So, and then my father, once while we were coming back from Chitwan Drive, he said, "Do it." I said, "Yeah, but I need this much funding, this much." They're like, "For what? Let's see you do the business on your own
Oh,
without any investment help."
yeah.
I
That
said,
was
how
a
can I do
challenge.
that? So he told me that, do you know this, have you heard of John D. Rockefeller? I said, who hasn't heard of John D. Rockefeller? He's one time, steel magnate, one of the richest guys, most successful guys. My father said he wasn't always rich. He came from very humble backgrounds, right? Now, while he was doing that, he had a childhood friend. I can't remember his name, but I think he said David or something like that. And David had a son called James. The names might not be the same, but essence I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So David asks his son the same thing, that son, my health is not too good. You know who John D. Rockefeller is? And son goes, of course, biggest tycoon of the world. He's like, he's my childhood friend. My health is not too good. If in life you have any problems, you can go up and take his help.
Yeah.
And a couple of years later, this John D. Rockefeller's friend passes away, and the son is trying to do many things. He's not successful. He has no choice but to call John D. Rockefeller. Now, you can't just lift up your phone and call John D. Rockefeller.
Yeah.
So he kept persistently calling the Rockefeller Center. One day the reception connected him to the secretary. Kept calling the secretary. One day the secretary told John D. Rockefeller, so this guy claims to be your childhood friend's son. He wants to meet you. He said, of course, James, I heard of his passing. Why don't you ask David to come meet me at the hot dog stand on Central Park at 2 p.m. on Thursday? And the secretary tells him, this guy is like shocked. Like the richest guy in the planet could have sent me a limousine or a plane, taken me to the fanciest restaurant. Why is he calling me to a hot dog stand? Anyway, he goes, and John D. Rockefeller comes with his entire entourage. And first thing he tells this guy is, please buy 2 hot dogs and come. This guy is like, I barely saved $1 to come here. Now this guy is asking me to buy him a hot dog.
Yeah.
So he goes, buys that and comes and starts talking about his problems, etc. And John D. Rockefeller, in Central Park, takes him through, and right next to Central Park is the financial district. Walks him to the financial district, and right under the Rockefeller Center, John D. Rockefeller tells him, okay, son, I wish you all the best in life. Do keep in touch and tell me what's happening. This guy is like,
I'd come to take some help.
help from you, and this is what I get. So John D. Rockefeller tells him, son, do you know who did you buy lunch for today? There are thousands of people queuing up to buy lunch for John D. Rockefeller. When I put my arms around you and I walk through Central Park, on the peak time when people used to come to Central Park, hundreds of people were saying, who's this guy with John D. Rockefeller? When I was walking through the financial district, dozens of bankers started looking out of the window saying, who's this guy with John D. Rockefeller? And me, right under my building, I'm bidding you goodbye. If all this doesn't help you, then God help you. So the entire art of
So beautiful.
networking, art of leveraging what you have is something I immediately learned from that conversation.